lovelies. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Sabina Sophia, and I've come here to share something that a lot of people are struggling with, and this is the journey to losing weight. And I'm one of the person that has been struggling with it. The journey to losing weight is something that a lot of people misunderstand, and this is it. There are some things that work for some people, and there are some things, and those things do not work for other people. It works for some and not for others. But then there's something that I've realized works for a much more percentage of fat people, and it aids them in losing weight. Now, in many videos, some people are going to tell you something like, these are the things you need to do for weight loss. Like they'll come to they will start introducing some mixtures, mix this, mix that, this and that, and then you should be taking and be doing this. Especially a lot of people introduce mixing ginger, garlic, turmeric or lime or all those stuffs for a lot of people. And then some patients use this and it works. But a lot of people are ulcer patients and that does not really work for them because you know that ginger and ulcer, they don't go together. But there's a way, there are some steps that I have actually got. So after some time I was getting comments on how fat I was. You can see me, but it's not like I'm too way far, but I'm too short to be this fat. You can see my size. But at some point I felt like, yeah, I want to lose weight. Yeah. And it's not just that I want to lose weight, I'm doing this for my health too. It's not like I'm too fat. Yeah, so I had to conduct an interview. I had to do that, and I had to start with my elder sister. I have a senior sister who was lean when she was younger, and then while in secondary school she began to add weight, and then when she finished school she felt like, oh gosh, I don't need this fat. She had to do something. And then I interviewed her. I started the interview from her to get what really worked. Here are the things that I learned from them. Now, to lose weight, you need to exercise. That is right. You need to exercise, but it doesn't mean you should kill yourself exercising. It doesn't mean you should break your intestine. No. You actually need to exercise. That is right. But then exercising is just like body movements. There are a lot of people that are fat that is due to lack of body movement. There are a lot of people that's kind of that maybe they hardly walk, like they don't trek. Okay, let me say now I'm a student and then I'm someone like my parents are wealthy, very wealthy, and then in the morning I just wake up, get ready for school, eat, and then I get into the vehicle and they will drive me to school. Then I just get off to class, study and rest. And in the afternoon they're coming to pick me up. The same thing goes to going to church, and you hardly go out to get something to eat or stuff like that, or even hang out that you have to trek. Everything is about you getting into the car and coming out. Those type of people are moving less. They're always on their bed or on their table doing assignments, reading, watching videos, or making TikTok or whatever thing they want to do. But it's always at a place. That is something that actually makes people fat. And if you see people that are fat due to that, you actually know because that is always very different. And yeah, to lose that fat kind of easy. So you need body movements to help your metabolism. You can trek, maybe every morning you trek to school, every afternoon you come back. It is a body movement. You can do indoor exercises, yoga and the rest. You can go to gym, yeah, but you don't really need to kill yourself before you lose weight. You can as well jog, jump or whatever. You can play football. It's also an exercise. During your free period, play football, do racing and rest. They are all exercising. The list is mixture. Yes. You see that mixture of ginger, garlic, and the rest that I used to tell you? It's actually important, but it's not that important that you have to take one big gallon before you be able to lose weight. No, that is a no-no. So now when it comes to mixture, a lot of people will go with ginger, garlic mixture. That is if you know you don't have ulcer. Like me, like for me, if you don't have ulcer, because yes, I believe that that triggers the symptoms, ulcer symptoms, because according to the interview I got and my research, that is actually it. So if you know that you're having ulcer, avoid ginger, garlic mixture. Take tea, natural tea from leaves, green teas, black tea. Black tea actually helps your this thing, your appetite. While green tea helps your metabolism. So you need these two so that for a reason which you'll know when we keep going. So these are the two concoctions you need. If you want to do it natural way, ginger, garlic, and mixture, yes, but be sure you don't have ulcer. So you don't say that this girl did this. So and the next thing the list now is that is diet. Yes, diet is a very important one. You see those foods that contain fat, lots of fat, avoid them as much as you can. You see rice, fufu, yam, gari, and the brothers. Please try to avoid them. You see sugar, anything that has sugar in it, biscuits, sweets, the rest. Try to avoid them if you do not eat junks. The things that kids call junk. Yeah, I call it junk too. But it's eating small chop that won't get you filled up. Those things contain lots of sugar and calories. And yes, you are trying to burn calories in your system. You're trying to burn fat in your system. You should avoid them. You should avoid things that are high in iron, that are high in zinc, that are high in that will help your muscles, that will help you build your muscles. You could go for beans, you could take little granules and cucumbers, fruits, you could go for eggs. These are foods that are low in calories. You can as well research. Yeah. Then this is part of it now. Some people will tell you that when it comes to diet, you should starve yourself. Brother, no, you shouldn't starve yourself. First of all, if you say you should starve yourself, one, by the time you want to eat, you're going to eat way more than you should eat. So please do not starve yourself. So this is what you should do when it comes to that food aspect. Body movement should happen anytime. You can do exercise in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, anytime you know you're free. You do exercise or run or trek or whatever we want to do it. Then when it comes to the mixture, you can take. For me, I'm taking Lipton green tea and Lipton yellow label, that's black tea. So now, as I'm saying it, remember I said I'm also one of us that's trying to lose weight. So this is what I take, and you should take at least 2 to 3 times daily. This is what you should do in the morning before you eat. Take one water also, it helps suppress hunger. Then secondly, eat. Try to push the time you eat. Now remember, let me take this part. Now remember that we are trying to burn calories. And those calories we're trying to burn, that is the fat inside us. We need to take it in low quantities. So this is the thing you need to do. When you want to eat, if you used to eat 3 bowl of food before, make it one. At least make it 1.5 daily. So you should be taking half in the morning, half in the afternoon, half in the evening. But for persons that can actually fast without having issues, yes, or some days that you can fast without having issues, you should take at least half plate, or maybe highest half plate. That is, you stay hungry from morning till evening, and then you just take a half plate of that quantity of food. Now remember, there's nothing about fasting. If you fast and you're very intentional about it, you're not really going to get hungry at the end. This say you should kill yourself with, maybe starve yourself. If you're fasting, doesn't mean you should do dry fasting. You could be taking water, you could be taking fruits that are low in calories. You could take egg, stuff like that. Then around that evening period, 5 p.m., 4 p.m., please do not eat above these times. Then you can eat food. When I say food, complete meal. So you should fast and you should eat less. Now, this is what you're eating less, that's your body. And this is how everything I've mentioned works. Exercising helps your metabolism. Sweat is fat crying. Because yes, sweat and fat. Once you've started sweating, you know that fat, the fat inside you is crying. So exercising helps your metabolism. That means it helps your digestive system so that when you eat, you can digest faster. That is why those that are always at one place will get faster because their digestive system will just retain the food they have eaten and not digest it that fast, especially if they eat much in that quantity. Then when it comes to your green tea and your black tea, then these are what they do. They help your metabolism as well. And then the second one helps with hunger control, that is appetite control, so that you feel less hungry. Okay, and also when you eat less, this is what happens to your body. Maybe your body was saving like 1 liter of fat before. Let me use this quantity. And then all of a sudden you start reducing the amount of food you eat, start reducing the amount of food you eat, and then your body will feel like at first, your body is going to feel like, gosh, this is less. I think I should store. Oh, there might be a problem. At that moment, your body is going to store the whole amount of food that you're eating in such a way that you're not going to excrete. You might not use the restroom. That is to say, you want to poop. No, you might be urinating because you're drinking water and the rest, but you're not going to poop. So when this happens, during my time, I thought it was a problem because then my sister was like, my sister didn't really go through this process, but she knew she was doing it. But then my sister was like, yeah, you're getting fatter because you are not eating, because you're eating and you're not using the restroom, you're not excreting. So for that reason, the food is pumping in your stomach and the fat remains there and be adding up to when you've had before. So I had to, I felt scared though because how can I be trying to do something and the opposite is happening? So I went to a pharmacist. And this pharmacist was one of the persons I interviewed during the research process because, yes, I knew her from when I was younger. And then she explained to me that what was happening was what I had just said. My body was scared that there is a problem, and that is why it was trying to save the whole meal so that it would be able to keep to that same amount of energy, calorie it had been saving. But according to her, she explained that the more often you continue eating less, your body will begin to understand that, oh, I don't think there's actually a problem, that, yeah, maybe I think this is how she or he wants her body to go. Maybe I should start saving less or something like that. Or when they're tired of packing and packing, they're actually going to start using the old fat. So whenever you're working, you're eating less, you're having little fat. But for you to be able to work harder, they're going to collect calorie, energy, fats from the one they had earlier saved. That is one that made your size bigger. Your body is going to collect from there and add up to the one you're using to work, so you have enough energy for whatever you're doing. But then when you're free, they will just keep it. You don't need it. You're just breathing. You need energy to breathe. Or even if you do, it's just less energy that you need to breathe. So they're just going to save it or collect it. So this was our explanation. So at the moment, I'm still at the stage where my stomach is storing the whole food. So still waiting for when I'll actually start using, when my body will actually start using the saved calories or whatever. So this is what happens. And at this stage, you're actually going to feel somehow. At first, you might feel lighter or something like that. At some point, my sister was like, you're losing weight. I was like, how? What do you mean? I am not. This is not even start my journey. She's like, I mean it. I was kind of excited. Someone is seeing me and saying I'm losing weight. That means I was like actually losing. So I wanted to actually know myself. So I asked her, okay, I bought tape for this particular purpose. Let's measure. And when we did you guys know that my stomach was measuring an inch higher than it was before I even started the journey? This was one of the things that got me scared, that I had to go and meet the pharmacist, and then she explained this to me. So this is the explanation she gave, and then these are the processes, these are the stages you're going to meet. You're going to get through this stage first, and then after that, your body will start using the calories that it had earlier saved, and then you'll be able to start losing weight. Then in 2 months, you start seeing physical result. But then the first result you're going to see is, first of all, when you're putting on clothes that used to be tight on you, you're actually going to feel it's not tight. First, it's not going to get loose on your body, but when you're wearing a tight cloth that you know is actually tight on you, you're going to feel tight inside. But when the result of start coming out internally, you're going to feel loose even when it's still tight on you, even when it still presses on your skin, you're still feeling loose inside of you. Or you might feel just light all of a sudden. You walk more than you used to, you will trek more than you used to trek, you exercise more than you used to exercise, you will become less hungry than you used to be. Like at this moment now, I can stay for one full day without eating, and I don't even know that I've not really eaten, because my body is already adjusting little by little. And these are the stages you're going to meet. This is gradual. It's happening gradually. It happens gradually. So for like 3 months, 4 months, you're going to really lose weight. That if someone that doesn't know you before sees you, they might think that was actually your size. And if someone that knew you before sees you, they'll be like, have you been starving? Now, the last note is that weight loss is not about 1 week stuff. Even if you take pills, you need exercising and the other small stuff to add to it. You don't just take pill and then you carry one pot of food and eat. And you see that when it comes to starving yourself daily, that part is the worst part, because that is when you're even going to gain more fat. Because by the time you're done killing yourself in the name of gymming or exercising, you still come back to carry one big plate of food and eat. And by the time you finish eating it, your body will still save maybe way more than it used to save. And then you'll be adding weight and be saying, gosh, I'm exercising, I'm taking everything they said I should take, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm not yet losing weight. The main reason is because you're eating more. At some point, even if you're not exercising and you're not doing any other thing, but you eat less, once your body gets used to you eating less, you're really going to lose weight. So guys, see you in my next video when I'm going to update you in the next experience you're going to have while trying to lose weight. Since I'm ahead of you guys, I wanted to really to share this at first, but then I kind of felt shy about my size. I felt shy about my size. But now I'm no longer shy and I'm trying to share this. So guys, let's do this together. Just leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and then come back in a week, or let's just always take this channel. I'm going to update you once there's any change. Yeah, I'll let you know. This is what you will experience. This is the experience you're going to meet. This or nothing. Then also remember, this channel is not just for weight loss journey, but I had to start with this because it's something very important to me and important to other people. Very necessary stuff. But then this channel is where I post my daily vlogs, what I do. I'm a student, of course, what I do and the rest. And then in this same channel, I also post videos, because I'm an upcoming actress. I'll be posting my maybe short skits and the rest of them. Remember, I'm an upcoming actress. I'll be posting links of videos I maybe act, films I act, movies I act, or stuff like that. And then I'll just be posting fun stuff, entertain you guys with a lot of things that you like. So please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and invite others that you know need this video or any of them that I'll post in the future. Bye, lovelies.